Hello. If you're seeing this, there could be something here for you. Ooh, look at. This is I'm ready. Somebody's ready. Interesting. I was guided to use this deck first, which is funny too. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Okay. Somebody's wondering if they might have gone in the wrong direction. Okay, they're wondering, have I lost everything? Let me have you. Okay. Let's see what we got. So, I'm addicted to you. Alright, let's see. And I want to choose you. Interesting. So yeah, somebody could have been trying to figure things out. And at this point, they are ready, like it said. Okay, it says, I think we should slow down in reverse, and I need more time in reverse. Okay. Whoops, yeah. In reverse. Somebody could be wanting to be a little less selfish with a certain situation. Whoops. And they could have not been showing you how much you could possibly matter to them. Okay. They could have been hurt by certain words that were expressed, but they want you, they're manifesting you, and they are seeking advice. Okay. What else do we need to know? It says, I hope you'll wait for me. Okay, you could be feeling like this isn't going to happen, but it says, you are wrong, I am coming, trust. Okay. Yeah, those, let me have you, I've never felt this way before. You make my heart full. Let me hold you. They could have been having concerns of whether or not your family would like them, but now they are, it says, yeah, nah, that's not true. That's not true. So yeah, somebody could be feeling like they're wanting to initiate towards a new emotionally fulfilling beginning. They feel like they know you. Okay. There could have been certain gossip that was creating detrimental outlooks or outcomes within the situation, but they feel that you are so beautiful. And why do you even need them? And do you even see them in that way? Okay, they want to know what you want, and they feel that they're in so much pain, thinking about seeing other people. Okay, so if they're wondering if you would stay, and they wonder if you care. Okay. This is a quick little synopsis. Uh-oh. Bottom came out. Do. Okay, let's see. I'll do this one. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to be determined. They're wanting to follow their intuition with power and passion, and they could be moving forward forcefully. Okay. You could be feeling that there is a, deeper connection. Okay. And they could have been concerned of whether or not, somebody could be concerned of whether or not there was the intent to harm or hurt the situation. So somebody could have been kind of on guard. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. Yeah, they could have been wondering if somebody was just trying to get their attention but not keep it. Okay. Deck's feeling a little funky right now. Somebody could be needing to kind of get themselves together a little more. Like, this feels like it's like not really, let me see, what am I feeling with this? All right, all right, all right. Yeah, there could be somebody could be having a hard time getting all different aspects of themselves kind of like integrated. Okay. Yeah, so somebody's trying to be kind of inventive or imaginative with what it is that they're wanting to move forward towards, and they're trying not to make any waves. Okay, they could be used to being in a position of not really committing to a situation, but at this point they are looking more adventurously towards what they feel is destined for them. Okay. Someone could be kind of feeling like thrown through a loop with the emotions that they're feeling, and they could have been possibly having a lot of different people's lies or gossip be something that was getting in their head. Okay, but at this point somebody is recognizing what kind of truth they're really wanting to align with. They could be recognizing that they've gotten a greater concept of I guess intention or actions that they should be taking, and they could be envisioning what they had imagined in a more, let me see, vivid way. Okay, like I'm noticing that there was this rainbow on this picture and it kind of faded, right? And then this one is a little brighter but not necessarily, and then this other one is much more vivid, right? So it's like somebody could be getting to a greater awareness of the information that they're receiving, instead of feeling like this is a little hazy or like not solid. It's like they could be kind of getting to a greater sense of focused intention with the actions that they're meant to be taking. Okay, and they could be even having certain affirmations or mantras that they're using right now in order to kind of like I said, focus their intention. Okay, somebody could be realizing how they could have been falsifying themselves in certain ways, and they are allowing for certain upgrades and rebirth or transformation to occur. They could be recognizing what had been hindering them, and it could have even been their own, it could have been third parties, or it could have been their own outlook of grief or sorrow, or victim mentalities that they could have been carrying around. Okay, but at this point they could be wanting to do the inner work, the energy work, moving forward towards what they're really wanting to create or invest in and bring into their life. Okay, so somebody's recognizing the difference between a true union and a group association with people who are deceptive or falsifying themselves. Okay, they could be seeing how they could be feeling that there is a true united connection, or they could have been seeing how there was a true united connection within a group dynamic, and they could be recognizing the falsehoods are what the falsehoods are in that situation as they open themselves up more intentionally towards a desired union. Okay, they could be a little more intentional with their own intelligence and releasing themselves from fearful outlooks. They could be recognizing their strength and their intelligence within a situation. Okay, and they could be having optimism when it comes to certain situations they are unsure of, and wanting to really embrace their own individuality and, you know, display their awareness in their truth in a more proud and confident way. Okay, we have contentment right here. Somebody's getting to a position of gratitude, contentment, happiness. Excuse me. And they could be being cautious and prudent, okay, disciplined, patient, and careful with what it is that they're wanting to move forward towards, okay? Oh. But we have fortune, abundance, and luck. So somebody could be moving, you know, recognizing that they're moving into a much more abundant position for themselves. They could have created a balance and are, you know, accepting of certain spiritual gifts that they've become aware of. They could be recognizing, hello, what you looking for? Cat got out? Tyler, come on. We'll go look around in the back again. Call him. Somebody could have been noticing the difference between what they're embracing at this time and what they had been dealing with previously, with negative intention or kind of ritualistic tendencies. Okay, so somebody could have gained a greater knowledge and a greater depth of knowledge, and is feeling much more confident with the actions that they're taking. Hey. Somebody could be realizing they are creating as they speak. Abracadabra. All right. Yikes. Wow. So these are all like all different, like all tricky cards right here. There's, you know, somebody could have been filled with doubt or insecurity, self-doubt. Okay, they could be recognizing that there were third-party situations where there's like secret collaboration or dark alliances that were creating toxicity and negativity in their life. And they could have been partaking in, you know, excess of certain lifestyles or behaviors, and they could have had negative, let me see, like viewpoints created or formed based on parental roles or people who were, you know, in their life in different, you know, mentor type, you know, teaching ways, I guess, you know. So somebody could have been really recognizing all different aspects of what had been influencing them negatively. And they could be wanting to turn a corner, turn a page, and be more loving intentionally. And somebody, we got back to the Scorpio right here. Somebody could be really determined and moving forward with their intuition and paying attention to a more elevated group dynamic. Okay, could be paying attention to the guides that they have and the spirit team that they are surrounded by, instead of allowing for the negative cycles or taught patterns of behavior to be at the forefront of their life. Okay, so somebody could be altering and shifting how they're making decisions. They're wanting to be more adaptable and intentional with what it is that they're expressing to others, and decisive while they take action in a way, receiving what it is that they're truly desiring of, and ascending into a more divine expression. Okay, so somebody's recognizing what it is that they're really wanting to create, and wanting to move forward in a more divinely aligned energy. Okay, We have somebody could be otherworldly and, you know, wanting to really embrace this higher awareness. I just noticed in this picture right here, they have this rocket going up and down. And I was thinking for a second, is it the Black Knight satellite? Because that's the one that's supposed to be like going up and down around the Earth instead of like side to side within. Anyway, so somebody could be recognizing something that is different, you know, still, you know, a mystery of sorts. Could be, you know, moving in different ways than others are, and somebody could be kind of getting a little more, becoming more aware of the higher significance within a situation. Okay. Yeah, somebody could have been falsifying or projecting their truth, and they could have been trying to protect themselves from others with the intent to harm their situation. They could have been focused on surface level scenarios, and at this point they could be feeling guilty, remorseful, or regretful. At this point they're wanting to follow their intuition and divine insight in order to really elevate in a way that is, you know, creating more divinely instead of staying in a position where they're feeling isolated or abandoned. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to express from a higher level of intention. They could be recognizing what had been fraud and illusion in their life, okay? And they could be seeing something that is not only a gift to them, but a gift to the collective, okay? That's nice. Let me see. Certain chaos magic could have been surrounding this person, and it could have left them unhinged or unstable. And they could be recognizing how they'd set themselves up for negative kind of like energetic return. All right. And at this point, they are kind of surprised or shocked with how things are shifting as they stop playing certain games. Okay. It's funny. They could be feeling like there were certain levels of lack or scarcity and struggle, and they could be kind of concerned with being vulnerable or exposing themselves in certain ways. But at the same time, they could be recognizing that kind of what's funny is like this card keeps coming out with something that's similar to it, but it's like somebody could be feeling like they're putting themselves in a vulnerable position by exposing themselves or being vulnerable, right? Or open, right? But at the same time, they could also recognize that you know, holding back from their desired expression is just something that continues with the negative or toxic connections or cords or attachments. Okay, so somebody could be feeling a little more content with this awareness and feeling like there would be received well right here. We have sweetheart and source, so it's like if they are to move in a vulnerable way, they could be feeling, instead of feeling like it's something that they should be concerned with, they could be opening themselves up more intentionally towards this loving expression, and they could be running away from negative or toxic connections. Okay, recognizing that as they do, they will be leveling up and receiving guidance or increase when it comes to financial blockages or different types of blockages they could have been dealing with. Okay, so once somebody kind of takes on the intention, takes action with their desired intention. They could be feeling that they're feeling much more at ease and relieved. Okay. Alright, we got the Nine of Cups right there. Alright, so we had the Nine of Cups and the Three of Swords, and then the Ten of Pentacles flew out right there. So it's like somebody could be facing certain pains or fears when they engage in a situation, expressing themselves emotionally. And as they do, they could also be moving into a position that's much more fulfilling, a wish come true, and could be leading them towards, you know, their long-term goals more intentionally. Okay. All right. So somebody could be moving quickly in a more adventurous way, really kind of being fueled by passion and faith, moving forward towards, you know, what it is that they're really wanting to bring into their life with the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so it's like somebody could be looking at the situation much more loving way, or recognizing the loving receptivity they could be embracing. Okay, so as somebody does this, they're going to be recognizing, you know, what it is that they're really wanting to create more intentionally with the Four of Wands, like twin flame, happy home, family, relationship, community. You know, it's like somebody could be seeing that all these different aspects are lining up a little more easily and readily. Okay, and somebody could be, you know, wanting to take a more carefree action, or take a leap of faith of sorts with the knowledge that they've gained, and kind of face their fear, like I said. Right? Somebody could have been restricting themselves from making certain offers based on anxiety, but at this point they're looking at things in a much more positive way, and, you know, really feeling like they're ready to engage, okay, in a more cooperative connection. Okay, so it's like somebody could be feeling like they've been easing their fears or the stress of the outcome and looking at things much more positively. We got the Lovers right here. They could feel that there's a true connection. They just need to really kind of embrace the situation more lovingly and look at it as a celebration instead of something to be concerned or, you know, anxious about. Okay, so somebody's leveled up and gotten more confident within their skill and their ability, and they could be feeling like they're determined and wanting to dedicate themselves. Moving forward quickly towards justice and emotional fulfillment or contentment, emotionally fulfilling new beginnings. Okay, moving forward into the next chapter with a message of love, or you know, really kind of opening up, you know, to what their feelings really are. All right. Oh, cute. We have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. So it's like somebody is recognizing, you know, more joyful outlook, more fulfilled and contented, you know, relationship dynamic that they could be embracing or reuniting with. Okay, they could be feeling, excuse me, much more content and stable, and feeling like they've elevated and matured in different ways where they can really appreciate what it is that they're moving forward towards. We got the Ace of Wands. They could have a sense of passion and purpose. Okay, and, you know, could be walking away more intentionally from unhealthy and toxic dynamics. Okay, we got 6 right there. with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, creating the Ten of Pentacles intentionally. So it's like somebody's knowing that this reciprocal energetic exchange will be sufficient to create and form the foundation of what it is that they're wanting to move forward with their long term. And they could be ready to follow their heart, using their discernment, and being aware of the conflict. Look at that. You know, what it's going to shift away from them not having, okay? And also kind of surrendering into this awareness. We have 5-5, talking about change, okay? And somebody could be feeling content, surrendering into this because of the fact that this is a truly desired team or partnership dynamic that they're opening themselves up to. So it's like, instead of feeling like somebody's missing out or losing out, it's like they're intentionally shifting. I saw something today. It was like, this person was like, you know, I think it was like can't remember his name right now. Jason Ritter, I think it was. Anyway, so he was talking about how he didn't think he could stop drinking for himself, but he stopped drinking because of his girlfriend or whatever, wife maybe. And then he was like, you know, the things that I'm being asked to do aren't so difficult because I don't have this substance. And then I was able to like shift out of, you know, like Indiana Jones style, he said, shift out of not doing this for her, and then shift out, you know, put it to not doing it for my own good or my own desires, you know. So somebody could be kind of recognizing that they are shifting behavior, not only for themselves, but, or not only for others, but for themselves, in a way that this is intentional and desired, instead of feeling like it's something that is being forced upon them. So hopefully that helps. Let's see where I'm at right here. 27 minutes on the dot. Let's do 5 more minutes, huh? Oh. This one came out earlier too, on the bottom again. So somebody could be feeling a higher sense of importance within a connection, and it could be even surprised by this. But they could be ready to present some type of love offer. One more shuffle. Your soulmate. Could be like you know, greater celestial connection that they're coming into awareness with, something, you know, like higher connection they anticipated. Okay, somebody could have felt that there was lustful desires, or they could have been focused on lustful desires, but they're moving on and moving forward towards a more loving thought process and awareness. Excuse me. Somebody's throat could be blocked, throat chakra, because as soon as I turned this on, I was like, hacking. So somebody could be recognizing what had been trying to disrupt their progress, okay? With a certain connection they had a deep awareness within, and they could be allowing for different aspects of healing within themselves or their inner child in order to allow for a greater awakening, okay? Somebody could have been having certain health concerns or issues, but as they focus more intentionally towards their purpose, whoops, look at that. We got Divine Feminine and Twin Flame. Somebody could be recognizing that they're being, you know, led in a way that could be helping to give them a greater outlook of healing or wholesomeness, okay? And look at that. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, hold on, I'll show you. We got Twin Flame, House, Home, Love Offer, and Soulmates, okay? So somebody could be really wanting to bring it on home, okay? They could be wanting to create this connection. They could be feeling like this is a trusted dynamic as they look at it in a more mature way, instead of having a negative outlook or animosity or negative perceptions be at the forefront, okay? Somebody could be feeling, look at it. We got divine feminine and distant future. They could be coming into connection with their true divine counterpart, okay, and making their path straight. No longer allowing for doubt or insecurity to creep in and navigate for them, or create you know, a curve in the path of where they're desiring to go. Okay, somebody could be feeling they could have been in an impoverished position and needing some type of assistance, but they could also be kind of surprised by how certain endings for them are creating new I was going to say momentous, that was the word that popped in my head, I guess. New momentous beginnings, okay? So it's like somebody could be recognizing what they are, they could be could have been swapping out in certain ways, I guess, okay? So we had jealousy and envy within a karmic dynamic, okay? But somebody could be moving forward, expressing themselves in a nicer way, more loving way. And they could be recognizing the truth within certain energies that are trying to detract or distract and create obstacles in their way. Excuse me. And somebody could be really making it their job in certain ways to move forward with a sweeter, more loving expression and express their intentions or desires and initiate, okay? Somebody could be recognizing that they could be having opposition in their way from people who are practicing dark magic, apparently, in some way. Okay. And they could be recognizing that there could be other people's intentions that are trying to destroy or take away from what it is that they've been manifesting, okay? But, you know, they could be seeing that this is, you know, as they move more in intentional, intuitive, and purposeful way within what they're wanting to create, form, manifest, and what types of relationships they're opening themselves up to. They could be recognizing, you know, that other people were trying to take away from the true transformation that they were trying to embody. Okay, it could have been somebody who was really closed off emotionally and was trying to keep somebody bound or controlled. Okay, so they're shifting away from this and aligning themselves, recognizing that they're opening themselves up to a true gift with an abundant partner in their life, okay? All right. Somebody is maintaining their faith. Whoops. They could be taking action more intentionally towards their own success and abundance and towards the commitment that they're desiring of. Okay. And somebody could be expecting to have pride or be proud of what it is that they've achieved. Cute. And that could be a divine connection with a truly powerful partner, and get to a position where they can feel confident with the self-love they've given themselves. Even when they were going through negativity or abuse from third parties dynamics, okay? All right. So somebody's, you know, kind of saying you could watch me as I succeed, apparently, and elevate. Look at, we got Starseed and Divinity. It's like somebody is staying that much more true to what they know within them. And it could even be something that's fueling them based on the resistance or the negativity that they're facing while trying to elevate and ascend in the way that they know they're meant to. Okay, so yeah, we got karmic femme, could be masculine too, emotional pain, Okay, so somebody could be recognizing the difference between a karmic scenario and real love, okay? Okay. And the negative intentions that had been going on previously. Okay, so somebody definitely could be creating a greater discernment and awareness and a recognition of the difference between what they've been partaking in or allowing in their life and what is it they're moving forward towards. So, interesting. Somebody's arm could itch. I'm gonna pull from this deck. I need to get to know the book a little bit more, so I haven't really pulled on it yet, but it's interesting. Okay, so let's see if there's just a couple cards. Somebody could be becoming aware of the interconnectedness, okay? And they could be, wanting to pay attention to the signs and symbols that they're being presented. And they could also be heeding certain awarenesses and preparing themselves in order to, move forward with greater confidence, self-mastery, and fluidity. Okay, so cool. Looks like there's a lot of cards that want to show up right here. Okay. Right. So somebody could be, working hard through the difficulty and the hardship that they've been facing. They could be really wanting to transform and recognizing what it is that they're allowing in their life is what they will become. Okay, they're trying to show themselves more self-love, acceptance, and get to a greater sense of worth. And I think I want to read this one right here. They could be wanting to focus more on the beauty within a situation, creating a greater awareness and perception of what it is that they had been allowing themselves to pay attention to previously. It says, Mono no aware, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, is an essential concept in Japanese aesthetics, though it is notoriously difficult to translate. Both pathos of things and empathy toward things also ring true in translations. It's that bittersweet feeling evoked by fleeting beauty, like blooming cherry blossoms or the autumn leaves as winter approaches. The Yuki Onna teaches that loss and change are inevitable, and they shape and enrich our lives. Okay, so somebody could be, wanting to find, focus on, the beauty and appreciation, and they could be, wanting to see things from a different perspective. They're recognizing the guidance, direction, and purpose, and also recognizing the strength within a gentle approach. Okay. They're wanting to be themselves openly, and this could be some type of, there could be an unpredictable aspect to this, but somebody's wanting to embrace their own individuality. And the other card I was talking about when I was shuffling is, somebody could be feeling like they're getting to a greater sense of confidence within their self-mastery and the adaptations they're forming and creating, and the fluidity they have embraced, I guess. Okay. So somebody could have been looking at a situation as deceptive or burdensome within a certain attachment, but at this point they are really kind of allowing for a perspective shift, and seeing how this could have livened up their life in different ways and shifted and changed things in a good way. And somebody could be wanting to be patient and rest within this awareness and really kind of breathe in the change. Okay. Yeah, somebody could have been feeling like they hadn't taken the choices or taken the action that they meant that they they could have been feeling like they didn't make the choices that they were meant to, okay, and could have had certain aspects of regret, and they could be wanting to kind of release themselves from what they feel is attached energetically. Instead of feeling like they're carrying this this regret around, they could be wanting to release this, okay, and they could be wanting to move forward, recognizing the guidance, protection, and safe passage awarenesses. They could be wanting to embrace a greater sense of humor within the situation, and they could be illuminated to something that they could have overlooked previously and see it for the true opportunity that it is in their life, okay? Okay. Still getting to know this deck, so next time I might have something more to say. No cat? Oh my gosh. Okay, have a good night. Talk to you later.